Hey, this is Yvette, the Disc Golf Dame Sotelo, and
Sue Sexton.
And we're here at the 41st Annual Wintertime Open in Oak Grove, Hahamonga Park in Pasadena, California.
Yeah, last year when we realized that nobody was videotaping the women, we just grabbed a camera and a cell phone and videotaped the final round. And it seemed to be a big hit on YouTube. So this year we thought, let's get a bigger team together. We recruited two of our friends, Mike and Charlie, and the four of us shot all 3 rounds. So this is round number 1. We hope you guys enjoy it. And let's watch the women play.
Yeah, let's watch some disc golf. We're starting out with hole 1, and it is a par 3, 273 feet. There is a little OB to the left, and the OB to the road and beyond.
Then Catrina Allen is first up on the tee.
Let's see how she does. And really, most people just want to do kind of that, you know, just like a skip shot up to the basket. That's the usual play for most people.
Jessica Weese is next.
There is that low-hanging tree that gives people some trouble.
Oh, wow. She's doing a roller on this
Yeah,
one?
and she did a roller. She did an awesome roller
Oh,
on
wow.
this one. It really worked out well.
Anya Singer.
Anya Singer's next. Anya
Singer. Anya Singer is next up at the tee.
So this way it goes. So it's a little short.
So
Let's see
this
what
is
she does.
Anya's second throw.
Yeah, and she does that sidearm in, and it skips, and oh!
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That
Right
was a
there,
good
just beautiful.
hit the basket.
So this is Catrina's second shot.
Yeah, this is her putt for birdie.
Oh,
And just
so
a-
close.
I know, just a little bit low.
Wow, it was right
just a
there.
little low.
And then this is Jessica's second shot.
This is her shot for birdie also.
Oh,
And, yeah.
just missed.
It's cold. It is cold out there, and you know, it's a little wet. The conditions were a little bit wet and rainy at the time, and everyone's, I think, just getting warmed up. First hole of the tournament. You're usually a little jittery.
So it looks like they all 3 parred that one.
Such a sweet roller.
So going to the next basket then, it's going to be the same lineup, Catrina, Jessica, and Anya.
So yeah, everything stays even. So coming up on hole 2, it is another par 3. This one is 312 feet. And there's some OB to the right, and there's OB right in front, which is the thing that does come into play, that little creek right in front of the basket.
So here's Catrina up at the tee.
Testing it out. And there's basically two gaps that you can get it through. This top gap that Catrina just
Beautiful.
runs
throw.
beautifully, and it's right there.
Wow,
it's
she
parked.
just right
totally
there
parked.
Here's
And
Jessica.
There's then the gap that I think Jessica's probably going to take with that side. Looks like she's heading up to do a sidearm. And there's that lower gap too, and you can do kind of a sidearm skip up to the basket, which is a little short but safe.
Yeah.
So at least it didn't roll into that OB right in front of the basket in the creek.
And here's Anya.
Anya looks like she's going for a sidearm as well.
Yeah, I think it is. Which one's not been bad?
And she's going for her birdie. And
That was her
it's
second.
there.
Right. Yeah, she
So
parked it.
that was good. It's a
Here's
good layup.
Jessica's second.
So she's going for birdie on this one. And
Oh, wow. And she got it. What a beautiful birdie.
nice shot.
And that's all OB down there in the creek.
Yeah, that creek is all OB. What a great shot. Nice putt.
And then here's
And then, of
Catrina,
course, Catrina for her birdie.
for
because-
birdie. So,
yeah,
wow. So Catrina and Jessica both birdied that one.
Yeah, she was right there. And this is for par. So Anya will par it. So here we go to hole 3. And this is a par 4. It's 561 feet. There is just some OB to the left. And we'll see how they handle this.
So Catrina's
long-
up first.
Yeah. And she bombs it.
Wow.
That's under that archway.
Great.
It looks like it pulled a little bit over more to the right than she probably wanted, but
But great distance on
yeah, that
one.
was awesome.
And so
No, she's got
Jessica's up next.
Such a big arm. And here's Jessica. And that looks like she turned it over way more than she wanted. And it's under there, and it was a bomb, but it's still probably a little bit more far over right than she wanted it
But
to be.
still a great shot. And then here's Anya.
I'd take it any day.
Nice shot.
And also, that's a nicely placed shot.
Yeah.
That'll work fine. You definitely have a line from there, and you can see it from here. So for her second shot, she's gonna just try and do that. She looks like she's heading up to do a sidearm again, down that gap. And the basket's up to the right on a hill. So she's just kind of trying to scoot her disc, do a little flex shot.
Very nice, right? She missed all those trees to the right. So this is Jessica's second shot.
And this is a hard place to be in. You really don't have a backhand. You really don't have a great forehand shot with it. So do what Jessica does, and why not do a forehand roller that skirts with the left side OB, but if that's safe. And then we'll get a flick from Catrina.
This is
That looks
Catrina's
really
second
nice.
shot. So Anya, this is her third.
She's going for a third, and that's just unlucky.
Yeah, that's
And
a
it
bad
happens.
roll.
Yeah. That's disco.
But she could still par it. It's a 4-point.
And this is that's where Jessica's just landed, and
Yeah,
she
so
just
that's
parks
Jessica's
it for her.
third, and there's Catrina's third.
And, so they'll most likely. I don't think that's much of a tester for Catrina. So I think they'll both get those and get their pars.
So here's Anya for the par. Oh, she missed it. Good try. Here's Catrina for par. Nice putt. And then Jessica for par.
Just tap out for par.
And she made it as well.
And then Anya's gonna just tap out for her bogey. And that's a bogey. So moving into the next hole, we're coming into the iconic spider hole, which is all uphill. It's a short hole. It's a par 3. It's only 245 feet, and it's possible to get up there. It's just that you have to navigate all of these trees in this narrow passageway, and it's all uphill.
And the bathroom's OB, right?
The bathroom is OB, the road and beyond is OB. Most people, the road and beyond isn't really an issue, but the bathroom can be, that sidewalk on the bathroom.
Catrina's first up at the tee. Oh, and she hit it. Looks like she hit a tree there.
There's a gap over there though, so she'll be
have
able
a
to look up
And
there.
then Jessica is throwing and
gets through.
wow,
It definitely gets through.
Nice throw. Anya's up at the tee.
The sidearm, which is a good play if you have a great sidearm. And it's up there.
Yeah, she-
I think it's a little bit probably shorter than she wanted, but it's definitely up there, and you'll have a shot at it.
So here Catrina has her second throw. And she's up. She's made it up.
Good shot.
That's great. She'll have a look from there. A distant look, but she'll have a look. Anya for her up shot. And you really, if you get to the basket, you really want to be on the right, facing it right here. You want to be on the right side of it. There's kind of a bigger, wider gap there that's easier to putt to. On the left side, you really have all of these trees that are just blocking the basket. It's really a hard
Jessica
shot.
did a great job putting it right there to the right.
Like that, you know, it's unfortunate, but there's just such a narrow window on that left side.
That was a nice putt out by
That was
Anya.
beautiful. That's not easy to do. That gap is pretty small. And you'll see her do this. You see her setting up for a slot shot, which really, that's just unlucky. And she doesn't look happy about it. But yeah, that hit the pole and just bounced right back out again. So let's see where they stand now. So that was a double for Catrina. So that pushes her up to +1. Jessica stays at -1 and Anya's at +1. So they both parred that. And then we have hole 5, which is a par 3, and it's 358 feet. Actually, it's probably a little shorter. The 358 was based on the basket being in the basin. And because of there was rain at the time, and because of that, the basket was actually pulled up out of that basin, and so it probably plays a little bit shorter than the 358 on this.
And there's no OB on this one.
No, they can just go for it.
So Jessica's first off the tee.
Nice shot,
Beautiful
and it's
throw.
right there. She's definitely got to look for birdie.
And then Anya is second.
And it's a little low, but it's still going, still going.
And this is an elevated tee, so the tee is you're throwing down
You're
onto a
looking down
field.
off the basket. It's a beautiful shot from there too,
And there's Catrina.
and that's good too.
Yeah,
It's
that's
wide
a great
open,
throw.
and both her and Jessica will have a look for birdie, and
That's-
Anya just tosses it up there, lays it up.
Yeah, Anya's second throw. This
There's
is
Jessica.
Jessica's second.
For birdie. This is her birdie shot.
Oh,
and
just missed. It was a nice try. So here's Catrina for birdie.
and
Beautiful.
and she sinks it.
Wow. So she
Oh.
just made up for that other point that she accumulated back at the last basket.
Well, it'll take away the double. Because that stung. That spider hole.
So that was par for Jessica.
That is par.
You gotta drink that Red Bull, right? Now I can't stop.
And Anya, that was a bogey.
I believe that was a par for her as well. I think everything has stayed status quo with her. I think, yeah. So that was par for Jessica and Anya, and then Catrina took the birdie on that, and that brings
Beautiful
her back up
birdie.
to even. So she's climbing up again. Now, hole 6 was also a little tricky to shoot, just because there's several ways to get to the basket. There's several passageways or pathways to the basket. And the left side fairway and most of the field, the parking lot, we'll see it right now, beyond the basket is OB, and the field to the left is OB as well. Now Catrina's taking this pathway to the extreme right, trying to get into the roadway that's down along that passage. But the other two, Jessica, I believe, and Anya, both took the regular route, which is up here at the top, and then doing another big hyzer or sidearm down that right side. And then Anya comes in a little bit low.
That was not at all what was supposed to happen.
And you can see what they're trying to do is hit this gap that's beyond the field to the right there.
So Anya's second throw.
And unfortunately, it looks like it's heading for the bushes, and it did. Hopefully it got in through the other side.
So here's Jessica's
And
second.
Jessica's looks like she's going for a big sidearm over the trees. And this is her second one. And it looks good. I think we lost it in the clouds there for a second. It's so high. We lost it in the clouds. This is where Catrina landed. She landed on the road, which was perfect for that 6th shot. We're coming in fast and hot. It's Anya's third shot, I believe. And then this is where Jessica landed. So she's going to do a sidearm. And the basket's over there to the right, deep down to the right.
This is her third shot.
Yeah, the basket is there deep down to the left. And it's
wow.
a beauty.
Beautiful shot.
What a great sidearm. That's amazing. And Anya's going to do a sidearm as well. And they're kind of flirting. They're flirting with that OB behind the basket. But a good thing that rock was there. It stopped the momentum of that disc. It could have just flown right into the parking lot. And that's a...
And this is a 4-par, so that was Catrina's third.
It is a 4-par.
Throw. So Jessica just parred it.
This is a long 4-par.
Yeah. And Anya, it was
600 and
bogey.
Yeah, that was a bogey for her, I believe.
And Catrina just parred that as well.
Yeah, that was a par for Catrina. Look at that beautiful sidearm. What a sidearm. That was a par for Catrina, a par for Jessica, and unfortunately that was a double for Anya Singer. And here we come into hole 7, which is a short par 3. For them, it's a short par 3. For me, not so short. It's 300 feet. Is there any OB on this one?
Just the parking lot?
The parking lot, but you know, nobody really, that doesn't really come into play too much on this hole.
So here's Catrina. Beautiful throw.
It is a beautiful throw.
Because you want to stay away from the stuff that's on the left.
Nice shot.
Wow, and she made it almost all the way to the basket. Beautiful throw.
So over 300 feet there for her.
Jessica at the tee. It looks like she's going with the same strategy, just getting around all the stuff at the left.
Just a big hyzer is the play. Usually if you're right hand backhanded, you're doing sidearm, then you're doing that flex shot.
And the same for Anya. 3 great throws.
Yeah, it's a little short, but she can get a good upshot over there. You want to be a little careful with your upshot because that is on a hill. And
and she just parked it right there.
Yeah,
so she'll get that par.
But you can get a roller, an accidental roller on some of these little tiny hills.
So here's Catrina for her second. Oh, she almost got that birdie.
Almost got it.
And Jessica for her second. Nice.
It was a good up. I mean, most of them probably, because they do have the arm, want to be able to birdie this one. But a par is great on this hole.
Yeah. So it looks like they all parred it. And it's kind of deceiving because that's a tricky basket because you have to really get away from all that stuff on the left. And
yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the left. For some of the bigger arms, usually it's just a big giant hyzer over the right side. And there is stuff you can get hung up on that one, but for the most part, you're just doing a big giant hyzer to the basket.
You know, they really made it look easy.
They always make it look easy. And this is hole 8, and it's another big 4-par. It's 635 feet. And there's a double Mando, but it's the one right in front of you. There's also some OB on the right side, and of course OB over the fence.
And then here's Catrina.
And that's nicely placed. That's going to be...
She'll have a good look from there.
Well, she'll be able to get her second shot down there.
Here's Jessica.
And Jessica, and that's also another one where you just want to do a kind of a long flying hyzer, just trying to get in that area so that you have a nicely positioned second shot to the basket, because the basket is up around a big giant dog leg to the left, and then up behind some bushy trees and a lot of, it's really guarded basically up there.
Another great throw by Anya.
That's a nice shot, nice throw. That's a nice placement from here. And she's gonna try and go, and a lot of people were going under. I mean, there's a lot of low-hanging stuff there, so they're trying to do a really fast shot right under the trees.
That was
And that by the
Jessica's second.
bench is actually where it landed was a really good shot.
So here's
That's a good
Catrina
placement.
second.
She kind of has a little bit of a look over there. So just trying to get under these trees, this low-hanging branches on these trees, and there's some gaps over there.
Good shot.
And that also, well, it's, you know, it's
A little
guarded.
close to the fence, but she still has a look.
It's close to the fence, and there's some trees guarding the basket over there, but
That was Anya's
a
third
little
throw.
bitty look. And there, that's not a bad landing place. She's a little far from the basket, but wasn't bad.
Well, she hit a. Catrina
Okay.
just hit a tree there on her third shot.
That's too bad.
I just think my house is like, smells for Sonic.
I believe this is Jessica's third shot.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was close to going in too. That was a nice toss around that tree. And this is, I can't remember if this is for Anya's par.
Oh, she just missed it.
Tap out. Go pee. Tap out. Go pee. Quick.
So the bathroom is close to this basket, so a lot of the players, this is opportunity to run over to the bathroom if they have to.
Yeah, the bathroom is close to this hole. There are so few opportunities, and as a lady disc golfer who plays, you know you always love to play courses where there's a bathroom nearby, at least a few that strategically placed bathrooms. It always helps. That's a beautiful shot by Catrina.
So that last one was a 4-par, so that brings Catrina to even. Jessica's
Okay.
still 1 under, and Anya's 4 over.
So-
it's still anyone's
Yeah, it's
game.
close. It's close first round, halfway through. We've got hole 9, which is really just a really long, straight shot. A lot of people will do a little hyzer over a tree in the foreground. There's no real OB on this one, so they could just go for it.
And Catrina's up at the tee.
There she is. And she's getting over that tree. So if you can get over that tree and have it land by the basket, but it looks like it got caught up,
A little bit in that
little
by
caught
the
up.
branches. Here's Jessica.
Going for a sidearm. And that's a nice shot. It's out in the open. It'll be out in the open. A little short, but out in the open.
Here's Anya. Another sidearm.
Yeah. And that's going to hyzer out the other way, so...
But she'll have a good look there.
Yeah, she'll have a look. Catrina and her both kind of under that tree. A little bit of a guardian tree.
Catrina has a great throw when she has to get down low on her knee. It's such a beautiful throw.
I know.
She has so much power
Beautiful. Effortless.
right there.
Beautiful shot.
And then here's Anya's second.
And that... Also nice layup.
Wow.
That's a really nice layup.
Parked it right there. Here's Catrina for par. Beautiful.
That's
beautiful
a great putt. Her putting was on.
Nice putt.
And so as we go into hole 10, which is a 4-par, 475 feet, scores remain the same.